out here with more space engineers, and we got more stuff coming in. Oh, all right. So what we've been doing? Well, a little bit of everything. Took a bit of a break, came back and got attacked by zombies. Basically what we have done is we took the ship up to the base, picked up a little bit of supply, and came back. And then when I came back, I realized I didn't have everything I needed. Well, I had enough. I basically came back with enough to get the farm up and going. Oh, and I guess we should walk you through this, huh? So, yeah. Welcome to the farm. So we've gone ahead, got windows so we can actually see out into the deep void. And it is completely airtight, so we do have heat and O2 in here, which is good. Keeps us from suffocating. I did put in a couple of light panels and then just use the walkway panels to close the upper area. We have a little bit of light in here for the tree. And yeah, so it turned out pretty nicely, actually. I'm happy with the way that it came together. Now, we did go ahead and place things like the Algae Farm. We also have the processor, and this actually allows us to do convert algae into other things. So we can have H2, we can have, should be one in here for oxygen. Okay, I guess not. Photosynthesis allows us to have solar panels or O2 farms based off of just photoreactive algae. And I think, let's see if we do farm, I think it shows up. Yeah, so you have the algae-based oxygen farm, hydrogen farm, and then obviously the algae farm. So these are actually kind of cool because of the fact that they take the algae containers and allows you to produce a very small amount of oxygen without requiring power. So, and well, this one at least is hydrogen, and this one is oxygen. And then for the oxygen farm, there's actually a large and small grid version of both of these. In fact, let's pop these out here and show you what the large grid looks like. So this is the large grid oxygen farm. It's got the 3 connectors on it and one on the top. So if you ever need one of these, and you know, this is actually not a bad way to have, or a bad thing to have, if you want to be producing oxygen without needing a power system. Right, so if you go to the hydrogen farm, this thing is massive. In fact, I think we're gonna step outside. Now the farm, because I have a model in that makes you, or requires you to have things pressurized in order to use farms and med bays. So yeah. Alright, so I mean, this thing's pretty good. I mean, it's what, like 4 blocks? It's like 4x2. 2, 3. Yeah, so 4x2. Not too bad. And then it's 1 block tall, obviously, and then it's got 1 connector there. And I think it's got a connector on either of the long sides here. Yeah, so 2nd connector, 3rd connector, no connector on this side. So if you need to build something with these, you know what to watch out for. All right. And then, like I said, there are small grid versions of these. Show you what that looks like. And so basically the same thing, just on a small connector. Not too bad, right? And then the algae-based oxygen farm, which I may actually end up using these on a build. There's this kind of a basically like a colony ship style thing, like an ark that I want to build. And so I may end up using those on it so that we can do some things with it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It's kind of a spoiler. I don't want to go too much into it right now. Right, so I'm running those for extra power. I did bring some uranium down, and it ended up in the network somewhere. Is it processing? No. Okay. So, you know, brought some of the, just brought a chunk of it down. Didn't do too much with it. But our mine is actually paying off pretty well right now. This is our backlog of stuff. I'll show you our refineries. Right now, they're processing 51K. You really don't need to be processing the nickel. Of all the things that you could be running, nickel is not it. But so yeah, all of our refineries are running basic stuff at this point. I still need to determine whether or not I'm going to expand on that or not, but we'll see how that all goes. Alright, so hopefully this is actually recording okay. I was recording a video earlier in the week and I had to basically sacrifice the entire thing to Clang because so if this one's working okay, you know, you got a nice smooth screen frame rate here. Running around on the last one that I tried recording, I was getting one frame every, I want to say 8 seconds on the recording. Audio was fine, it was just video. Not sure what the hell happened, but hey, is what it is, I guess. Oh, and I am almost out of ammo. I just realized that. That would have been bad. Alright, let's I mean, the defense towers are basically taking care of us at this point, as far as zombies are concerned. Let's see, what do you have? Okay, you've still got a bunch. Right, so let's grab... we'll grab 15, just for now. We've been having a lot of zombies show up. Like crazy amounts of zombies showing up. Alright. So let's give you the full tour of the base. Right? We'll start over at the farm. So this is what we were working on last time we were all together. It actually turned out pretty nicely. Everything in there is sitting on its own conveyor junction, which allows me to have multiple points that if I need to expand in there, I can basically knock out one of these blocks and continue it out further if I need to. Now, I am going to actually do this. Well, I'm not going to knock a hole in it, but we're going to continue this out. And I want to put a small array of interior turrets. Well, I don't know. Are we going to do interior turrets? Hey, zombies have found me. Yay. See, told you. Alright, let's head this way. We can see their beady little green. Right. Just head over here. But this is why I want to set them up. And what I'm thinking is I may actually put a small hinge out there. Now I had a bug with the cannon, with the gun, where it wasn't firing in a straight line. Like somehow I got turned around on my visual. And it was causing all sorts of problems. Basically I was out and about and like on the hillside over there and ended up having to drag zombies all the way back to the base so that the base could take care of them for me. Rather annoying. Alright. And we'll head back now. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing over here is having an embankment of weapons. So we'll have the supply line come off. I may I don't want to. I may do the hinge right here at this point, or a rotor at this point. Something that I can put a small conveyor head on, and then have that downsize into a normal small grid conveyor. And basically, we'll have areas over here where we'll have turrets on them. And I'm thinking probably 2, maybe 3, because if we have one turret like here-ish, then do one turret in the middle and then one turret on this end, and basically just set them to projectiles and zombies, biologicals, and let them ignore everything else. And that'll give us a pretty decent defense on the base. And like I said, I will eventually have this be a giant pit. And once it is a giant pit, I'll probably leave those. Maybe have the one in the middle be a attack grids as well. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out. But I do need to get this stuff mined out. Now, I did run into a situation that when I was setting up the northern turret, I accidentally grabbed the wrong rotor. So the rotor that is down there was actually misnamed. So it was tied to the turret control, and since it was tied to the turret control, it wasn't running. And so I ended up with a fairly large crater down there where the drill heads kept drilling and the pistons were extending. But eventually it got to the point where they hung up because, a little bit of collision on the side. But yeah, actually, you know what? Let's head down. Alright, we're gonna look at our pistons really quick. Drop segment piston. Need to reset that to 0. So yeah, basically I had to throw this thing in reverse until I got it to the point where the rotors were free, or the drill heads were free. You can kind of see where they divoted out down there. So, yeah. But it is what it is. It works now. That's what's important. Okay, so let's get back to the tour aspect of this whole thing. Alright, so farm area we've talked about. You've seen the small hydrogen engines over here. We've got our piston array up to the hinge, which is our pivot for our drill system. Some basic cargo, which is just the 4 large cargo here, which feed into the network over here, which was our nice landing pad for our little, well, I'd call it a shuttle, but it's more than a shuttle, but it's not an assault craft. It thinks it's an assault craft, but oh, alright. We come over here, we have our power monitoring, we have our cargo system, and I am using the LCD programmable block. I forgot what these things are actually called. Ganymede programmable LCD, that's it. And that is running the automatic LCD for us. Obviously we have our batteries, we have some controls for pistons, some other controls for the drill head stuff. Gotta turn this off. And we come into our habitation area. Now, one of the things that I brought back, 3 medical components. And then after I got back, I was like, you know what? I should have brought the material to make them because I needed a med bay down here. I don't have a med bay. So if something happens, I can't respawn at the base. So we'll put a med bay in somewhere. I may actually just tie it in the farm area because we've got a bunch of space in there. So it might fit easily in there. We'll see. And then we come out to our fuel area. Obviously have a bunch of hydrogen tanks, room for expansion, and then our defense turret for the east side, north side, and south side, which we'll head over now. And then this obviously has the stairs to get around, so we can get around the base fairly easy. And all I'm doing right now is basically the processing material. I'm just waiting for material to finish running. So yeah, kill a little time while we're doing that. Just finish the tour. So we have our hydrogen area. We actually do have those welded up. We have the screens, you know, just basically if you've ever been in a generator room, there's always ventilation, usually up on the roof, and it'll be slatted because heat rises, and so you just use that as a convection current to pull the heat out, and then you do have a side vent which would pull fresh air in, and sometimes you'll have it set up with fans to assist, but when it's open air like this, you really just need to let the heat out of there. You don't want a warm envelope over your engine. It actually decreases the efficiency after a while. Like, it's kind of weird. So the thermals on it, you want your engine to get to a certain point, but you don't want it to be warmer than that point. Oh, yeah, your efficiency on engines are weird. All right. And then we have, you know, just some supports holding the whole thing together, which feeds our line out here to the south turret. And our south turret is the assault cannon. So we actually have two different cannons. Currently we have the assault cannon, which should have ammo. I brought ammo back for these guys. And then we have the artillery cannon, right? You're the artillery? Yeah, you're the artillery cannon. And then we have what will be a custom turret once I get off my butt and actually build it. I still haven't built the thing. I did put a camera on it, so we can actually use it for an observation post. And I put a control panel behind it. Well, specifically, I put a flight seat behind it so that we can take over this. And I don't have a light on it, so you're not going to be able to see much. We can zoom back in. But yeah, so it allows us to actually look for hostiles. So if we see something hostile show up, we can try and spot it. Now this will eventually get changed out for specifically a weapon turret, but for now, it's working the way we need it to. I may actually set those turrets up as well. Let's do that while we're here. I want artillery turret. Come on. You are going to go there. We're going to go to control. And assault cannon turret. You're going to go over there. We're going to set to control. Mwahaha. Alright. So that is working. Now this thing has a range of like 2.5 or 3. I think it's 2.8 kilometers for targeting. Oh, that is a really slow pan. Wow. I was trying to do control pans to see if we could see what it was going to be like. Do I not? Alright, let's go like this. Alright. Not sure why you're over there, but hey. Oh, you know why you're over there? Because I forgot to take you out. And there we go. Just see if we have anything else. No. Okay. And do we have artillery? Assault cannons over there. Let's go drop 10 down there because we've got 4 of these on the ship. There we go. And that leaves Assault and assault cannon ammo. Okay. So I want to move this over. Sorry about that. I'm actually trying to go that way. You are full. You're almost full. You're mostly empty. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you. We're gonna drop 50 over here, I think. And then do that. Because I don't want to lose all my ammo in one hit. Alright. And so this is the keyboard control. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Is that too close? I don't know if that's too close or not. Hey, look. AI resets it. Nice. All right. So, do we have hit marks out here or something? Actually, I should check to see how much hydrogen I have. I've got a little bit of hydrogen. I wanted to see if we could... you know what? We're actually really close. Let's head this way and see if we can get that while we're here. I wasn't planning on coming to get it, but... And I'm almost out of water. Why does it seem like it's moving away from me? I got a zebra grinder. Ever wanted to grind a zebra? There you go. Right. I know, bad joke. I shouldn't joke about that. It's still funny. I want those antennas gone as quickly as possible. That's the only reason I've been picking these things up. Is basically... Wow, you can turn that light off. Check that out. You can see for days, man. That's crazy. How awesome is that? Turn the light on so you can see. Alright. I do like the fact that the fog does end up giving us a little bit of dispersion light, so you get a little bit more visibility. But that is that's our base. Alright. Alright, so I am going to drop these parts off. And let's move you over here. Are you full? You're completely full, huh? Alright. So we'll drop this stuff off here. And you're not full yet, so we can drop all of this off. And drop that off. Actually, I can build an ATM, can't I? Your sparkling water, your that, and your food. Oh, alright. Let's go like so. Get some of our food, or some of our water back. Have to go grab some food out of the machine. And just wait for everything to finish assembly, or refining. And we're going to be here a while. Alright, so let's move. I should have some stone that needs to be processed, just, yeah. All right, so I am going to say thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're gonna call this one here because, well, I just have so much more stuff to do, and I really am kind of just hanging out here until we get the materials processed. And I figured it was a Friday, so we could at least give you an update, show you what we had been achieving on the base. I'm gonna go hide in the farm because, well, it's warm and we have food in here, so oh, anyway, I want to thank you all for stopping in. You know the routine. If you enjoyed it, you probably know the routine. If you didn't, I do ask you to let me know what you do or didn't enjoy about the video. Just, you know, I'm always looking to make changes and improvements, and that's the best way to ensure that I'm going to. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh. See, I'm thinking might put medbay like right here. But that's going to take up a big chunk of room. Maybe I'll punch a hole here and have it go out.